Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Trevor. I'm a handyman here in Florida, and what you're looking at here is a shower repair. As you can see, there's cracked tile on the curb and also all the way through the floor of the shower. This is going to be part one of a two-part video series and repairing this shower. I didn't want to make one long video, so I broke it up into two, so that way I wouldn't have to cut out everything, and maybe show you some of the important parts of what I'm doing here. Now, building new things and repairing things that are broken is two different things. I'm trying to exercise extreme caution here because taking out the tile without damaging anything else around it means that every hammer swing and chisel strike that has to be precise, so you're not like a bull in a china shop. Now, I did have an extremely hard time with this tile because the grout joints are so small that even a multi-purpose oscillating tool, I was not able to, well, actually I was able, but it would barely fit in between the grout joints, and that was just a bare naked oscillating tool blade. That wasn't even the carbide or diamond tip blades that you would use for tile and grout. As you can see here, that's just a rounded over tip that I kind of custom cut, and even that had a hard time fitting in between these grout joints. It's that tile that has the spacers built into it, which leaves you with a really tight grout joint. I think it's probably about a 1/16, maybe a hair bigger. So if you don't cut the grout joints first, depending on how good the grout joints are put in, how much grout was actually in the joint, sometimes as you're breaking out one tile, it will break up another tile. So if you can remove the grout from the grout joints, that's going to make it 100% easier than not. And even with me being as careful as I could, I still broke about 3 more tiles than I planned on, just because as I'm breaking out one tile, the next tile is not completely free, and they kind of hang on to each other, and unfortunately I broke some extra tile, so that was a real pain. But as you can see here, I'm using a small screwdriver. I found that was the best tool to use. I have I have heavy equipment. I've got some tile removing hammer drill type tools, but this turned out to be the best way to go because I could be precise and careful, and that was my main goal here, was to not damage anything, get the job done. It did take a lot longer than I wanted it to take, but I think this was the right approach to take. And if anybody out there watching has any tips or any special tricks that they use when they encounter this kind of stuff, I would love to know. So if you could comment down below, I would love to know your methods for doing this kind of work. And also, you can see here when they installed this shower, they didn't wrap the curb completely with the membrane. I wasn't even sure if there was a membrane on here, but upon closer investigation, I did see that there was a membrane. They just ended it right there at the top, and surprisingly, there's no signs of water damage, which is probably a miracle. And the only reason that's not there is because this is like the 4th bathroom in a house with, I think, 5 bathrooms. So it doesn't get used much, obviously, otherwise that would probably be rotted. If that was the everyday shower, guaranteed that would be rotted because grout joints and tile. The tile's pretty waterproof, but you're gonna get some water invasion in there if this were a shower that was used every day. So here I am again with the multi-purpose oscillating blade, just trying to get in there as careful as I can and get this tile out of here with the screwdriver. I probably could have used a handheld angle grinder with a diamond cutting blade for tile. It probably would have caused a lot more dust than I wanted to cause or put in the air. But the concern with that is, if I get off just a hair, I risk damaging the next tile. So I was just trying to be as careful as I could. But that could be a good option if you're really good and skilled with the angle grinder. You could probably get in there pretty carefully and get the grout joints out at least. Okay, and here I am just trying to improve the water barrier a little better. You'll see in the second part why I did it like this. This isn't how you would normally do it, but this is just what I did to improve what was there. We're going with a solid sill for the new curb because of the tile matching problems that we had, and I figured that was a quick and easy solution instead of trying to hunt down the exact tile. If you like what you saw, subscribe. I've got plenty of more videos on their way. Lots of cool projects, epoxy countertops, cabinet builds. I do a lot of really fun projects, and so stick around for part 2 and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff. Thanks for watching.